It's a very exciting night for us. Tonight is the opening night. You know, the musicians in this orchestra represent a great many of the world's nations and religions and philosophies and schools of thought and schools of music. And in their diversity, they bring great beauty, strength, and color to my music. Thank you. And I'm always grateful to all of them for breathing life to my notes.
I want to affect people in a good way, just to lift their spirits, open their hearts, move them emotionally.
Ready? Do it.
I write a piece of music by myself in the studio, at the piano, at the keyboard, most of the time just sitting quiet and thinking of it, hearing it in my mind. That's one thing. But you take this music now and you bring in an Armenian violinist to interpret one of the melodies. And then you bring a Japanese violinist like Sayaka, who's incredible also, to interpret the other violin line. And then you give it to a Venezuelan flutist to interpret a duduk, an Armenian instrument.
I'm late, got this.
He's always late.
With a guy named Charlie Adams, our drummer, incredible, who is from Chicago.
Play out, this is it's fine.
And then you have Hussein Jifri on the bass, who is from Sri Lanka, and on and on and on. And the music becomes colorful, it becomes alive. It takes a meaning and a soul that I almost didn't intend.
We have all these different ethnic people, different religions, different musical styles, and we all get along.
Within a month from the time we start being all together, all these musicians, I believe, become much more intelligent because they're learning from each other too. And the whole show benefits from that. And I'm the catalyst. I just love watching that take place. And I just have to make sure I don't control it too much.
Good catch. Bravo. Very good. No Spanish, no more Spanish around here. I come to rehearsal and I go Spanish. And now I got the Japanese speaking Spanish. I got Armenians speaking Spanish. I got Russians trying to speak English. Oh. Yeah. Sometimes this happens during rehearsal and I pretend I know what they just said.
The part that's the most enjoyable for me is the multicultural thing that's going on all the time. Because everywhere you turn, it's a different accent. You know, it's somebody who has a different history from yours, a different perspective of their own music and what they bring to this music. And it's the way it ought to be. It's the way life ought to be all the time. Because after you get to know everyone, there's no colors, there's no accents. It's just people that all dig doing music together, and that is so cool. And I really miss it when I'm away from it.
Alfreda Gerald is an incredible vocalist. She's got soul, and she sings. She hits her notes. Her intonation is impeccable, and she never slips. She's just phenomenal. And when I cut her loose in the front of the stage, and she takes over the whole audience, she's an incredible performer.
Yeah. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Normally you guys be standing up. You know what it is, right? So don't forget it next time. Remember, we're training camera guys. If they don't know you're going to be up, they don't know they're going to shoot that.
When I met Walter at the very beginning, I just hired him because he was an incredible percussionist. And a great sense of rhythm and accuracy, and very powerful. That's what I liked about Walter. He's a powerful performer. At the same time, one day we were sitting there and he started tap dancing a little bit and doing something with some PVC pipes. And I went, what is that? I asked him to do a little more for me, and I just watched him do it, and it blew me away. And I thought, why don't we figure out how to bring this into the concert?
My biggest problem is standing in motion. And it's nothing to do with anybody, it just has to do with the writing. The song wasn't meant to do what we're making it try to do right now.
Sometimes what you create tells you what it wants to be, and you have to be sensitive enough to allow it to be that.
You hear Pedro in there?
The West Palm Beach rehearsals are the raw rehearsals, are the first time the musicians are getting together with each other. The entire orchestra is not there. Maybe 1/3 of the orchestra is there. And we work through parts of music, and then eventually the entire pieces of music as we try to make them work.
When you cannot buy it, you gotta make it. So that's what it is. I'm making this, I can't buy this, so I gotta make my own flute. So.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Great, great. I like that. That's really good. Can you mark the CD where this was? In case she forgets, this was really good. Do you remember? Well, you remember what you just did? So the first one, you're going to hit the high note. Yep. Then you'll come down and do what you just did. That was really good.
If I forget, just say Aretha Franklin.
And then the last one, that's fine. We can, yeah, we say thank you, Aretha Franklin.
I stole it from her. That's it.
That's good. If you're going to steal from somebody, Aretha Franklin is a good person. As soon as I can get Ramon off the phone, I can rehearse. What is that high-end chicky stuff? That's not it. Oh, maybe, yeah, this one. Okay.
It's the same thing twice.
Okay, here it comes. Let's start it again from the beginning and play your rhythm.
I have the concept of the songs and what I want to see happen, plus I keep in mind who I'm working with, because a lot of my musicians are not from America. They were raised in different cultures with different philosophies and different religions and different ideas about how music should be done. If I am clever, I would allow those philosophies and those emotions to come into my music, and then through this complexity comes beauty because it becomes unique.
A strict, straight orchestral performance, you got a pretty good idea of what you're going to hear. You know, and if you go to see a band that's been built as a world band or something, you get an idea of what you're going to hear because those genres are so straight. Because Yanni brings in so many different things, you know, percussion and hammered dulcimer and a Paraguayan harpist and, you know, violinist from Armenia and all these different colors, and pulls it all together. You get something that's different from world music. It's certainly different from any techno or any pop or classical. It's really got its own thing.
1, 2,